Hey guys, it's Katie from Create Your Future, and today I have a success story for you and how one of my clients was able to go from breaking up to getting a full commitment, seeing her full manifestation collapse come into her reality, all by doing one thing that I'm going to show you. So thanks for watching, and if you are ready to learn how to get past one of the biggest blocks to manifesting, one of the biggest obstacles that we all have to go through, then this video is all for you. So what my client was experiencing was she had been in this on and off relationship for over a year. And in this relationship, what she wanted was a commitment. She wanted to finally be together with her person. She wanted a family. She wanted to really have the version of her person that was so openly in love with her, committed and devoted, that she no longer felt insecure. She no longer felt unsure of what was going to happen. And basically the pattern she found herself in is she would manifest, right? Like consciously try to manifest this with me. So we'd make our intentions, we would do our inner conversations, we would visualize, we would meditate together, right? And she'd see some good things. She would see, like, you know, versions of him come up being like, I love you, right? Maybe if they were like, I know they'd go out and, you know, if he was intoxicated or things like that, like he would say all the lovely things. But when it came to like just consistent reliability and someone that was totally committed, totally like ready to be with her, it was just inconsistent. It was totally hot and cold. And what I would ask her is like, okay, are you doing your mental diet? Yes. Are you doing your inner conversations? Yeah, all the time. So what's going on? Like, when is he showing you, right, these old versions of himself? Like, what's happening? Because you're the only cause in your reality. If something's happening, right, that you don't like, and it's happening consistently, and you're only seeing like partial manifestations, and there must be something going on inside of you, right, that keeps blocking you from totally receiving or living in that new reality that's waiting for you, right? Because your 4D desire, your reality is waiting for you. Right? That's why you have the desire in the first place. But if you're not totally immersed in it, if you're not seeing consistency, something is blocking you. Something keeps getting in the way. And what we really had to get honest about was her reacting. It was her going into circumstances, going into 3D, looking for evidence, feeling insecure, feeling unworthy, feeling like she needed proof, and digging for it, right? So it came out that she kept asking him for these relationship talks, right? Like, are we committed? Are we gonna have a family? Or she would just kind of explode, right? Is how she explained it to me. Is she'd be doing really well on her mental diet for a few days, doing really well in the inner conversations, like feeling so loved, feeling so adored. And one little thing would trigger her, right? She would, you know, I don't know all the exact examples, but I do remember if he showed any type of like inconsistency or anything that she saw as a rejection story, she would explode. And here's where that will throw you off every single time. Right? Neville says that what we are indifferent to severs, okay? So if we're indifferent to something, any state of consciousness, 3D stuff, we don't care about it, it goes away. Like, notice in your own life, like things that you just don't care about, it just doesn't bother you. Like, you could see someone treating like you badly, but if you don't care if they want you or not, right? You're just like, they're just not worth my time, whatever, I'm moving on. And they don't show up again, right? But if you react, right, because you want something from them, you want some type of commitment, or you're allowing it to personally hurt you or mean that something's wrong, and you react and you stand up for yourself, or you try to fight with them. I know that's what a lot of us are taught in our culture, is like stand up for what you want or set boundaries, things like that. But according to this, that tends to perpetuate it, because what we react to, whatever we feel towards, that's our subconscious feeling. It's going to perpetuate that more and more. Feeling is the secret really means that your subconscious is everything. This is your whole subconscious pushed out. So when you're reacting to something, you're saying yes and more to it. Yes and more. Give me more of that. Give me more of that. So even though it feels kind of like good at first to be like, hey, like, don't treat me like that. We should be in a relationship. Like, what's going on? What you're really reacting to is this version of your person that doesn't want to be with you, that you keep pushing out. This version of your person that keeps rejecting you. And you're reacting to this situation which binds you to it. And it's going to keep happening. So the trick, and what I found with my client, was we needed to get into a place where she just felt so invincible. She felt so solid. She felt so secure in what she was creating within, that no matter what was happening out here, she didn't react to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead you through a meditation at the end here to help you feel that, really that God state, that higher self, that state of just invincibility that you want to learn to be in, no matter what's going on out here. Because remember, whatever's happening out here, especially when we're really working towards manifesting our person, they're just old thoughts getting pushed out. They're just old thoughts. That's all they are. And when you react to them, right, you are just bringing them back to life. You're just instigating more and more of it, where that's your opportunity to be indifferent, to let that old consciousness get pushed out, to stay at peace with yourself, to stay strong in your inner conversation, right? That's where I had her really work, and I'll show you this a little bit, having her inner SP encourage her through those moments, right? Don't react, and you'll just watch it dissolve, and it does. Another trick I actually use in my own personal life is, let's say I'm seeing some like really gnarly stuff get pushed out in the 3D, I'll just like visualize myself spreading love to it, like not reacting. It's a very peaceful love, like just send love, just send love. It's just an old consciousness getting pushed out, and I can be at peace with it. I can be happy. It's like, good, this is the last time I will see you. Cool, not a big deal. And just by spreading love, I know I'm not reacting. I know I'm not freaking out. I know I'm not trying to fight back. Like, I'm reminding myself, like, this is just old thoughts. It's void and meaningless. It's not a big deal. It's getting pushed out. It's making way for my new reality. So I just spread love to it. All you can see is just like drenched in like a sparkly pink color. That's what I do. And then what I've even seen in my own life is like whatever is reacting to me, if I'm just spreading love and I'm just peaceful and chill, it might freak out for a little bit longer, but then it goes away. And I know that with my client, she saw where she used to react, she used to freak out. It went from, so this all came to a catalyst, if you will, right before our last session, where they were about to break up, right? She was about to like move somewhere else and sort this whole thing. And then she found herself getting caught in that story. She found that she was like in the same pattern she always goes into with this person. And instead of fighting back and going into the old victimhood story of like, you don't deserve me, this isn't working, I'm done, and giving up on herself and giving up on her desire, she just spread love. She just spread love, and she stayed within, and she heard her inner SP just say, babe, we're making room for this. I'm right here. I've got you. This is coming. I love you. We're going to have a family, right? And I even encourage her to talk to her future children, right? Have an inner conversation with their future children. Have an inner conversation with the whole world, being like, I'm so glad you guys are so happy together. I'm so glad you got through your old patterns. And by hearing that inner conversation, she put herself back in the end. She started dwelling again in the end consciousness. And she was no longer giving life to this old version that was just trying to leave in the first place, right? And so she just spread love. She stayed in her inner conversation. She heard her SP encouraging her. And the next day, it was Valentine's Day, and he took her out for like the most amazing day. And they had a lovely day together. And even though the full like manifestations of like a family haven't been pushed out, right? She went from going to break up to them having an amazing time together. And more importantly, she has the confidence now that she knows she doesn't have to react. She doesn't have to freak out. She doesn't have to perpetuate these situations anymore. And once you really go into this state of non-reaction, of just spreading love, you find your power. You start this new habit of, instead of reacting, I'm just going to create, I'm just going to live in the end, I'm just going to hear my SP love me more. And I've even decided in my own life, when I do that, right, I'm expanding my consciousness so much. Those are the most pivotal moments of my manifestation, where I'm choosing just to like create and have love and have a shared union. It brings us closer every time with my inner SP. And I know that's going to get pushed out, right? And these old situations are just, they're leaving my consciousness. It's turning the other cheek, as Neville puts it, and it's also in the Bible. You just turn the other cheek. I'm like, no, that's no longer a thing for me anymore. Neville also, he has so many good quotes on ignoring the 3D, the world of Caesar. It's like, let the dead bury the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. These are old thoughts in your 3D reality. And when you don't pay attention to them, you don't give them any more life force, just let them go, right? Another way he puts it, which I think is so powerful, it's like when a snake gets its head cut off, the heart still beats. And so that's what a lot of these external circumstances are. They're old thoughts. Like, the head's cut off, but the heart's still beating. So just ignore it. It's dead. It's on its way out, right? Don't try to resurrect it. Don't bring it back to life, right? So let's go into a manifestation, because I want to help you all watching feel what it's like to be in this mode of you that is just so non-reactionary, that is so confident, so secure, so at ease, right? Because that's who you really are. Your God state, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, is the version of you that doesn't react. You're just so at peace. You trust this process. You trust your subconscious is pushing out everything. You know that your thoughts are creating. You know your inner conversations are creating. You can live in this expectancy, right? That everything is working out for you. Everything's moving through you, working out for you. You're the only cause, all these good things. And nothing has gone wrong. There's nothing to fix. There's no issues. Everything's perfect and whole. And this is just part of the process. And so you can like lovingly say goodbye to old things that aren't your preference. But because you're so empowered, you only focus on what you want. Nothing can throw you off. So let's find that state. So wherever you are, take a deep breath and come into your body. You can close your eyes or place your hands on your heart. Whatever feels good. But really get in your body. Sometimes this all gets so mental and it's helpful just to ground yourself. So feel your feet on the floor or feel wherever you're sitting. And just breathe into your belly. Let your belly get nice and big. Let your chest open. And as you exhale, just release any tension, any worry. And at least for right now, let everything just be whole and perfect. Have a nice, easy breath going. And just relax and come into this state of wholeness, to this state of everything is all right. Everything's okay. Nothing has gone wrong. Whatever is happening to you right now is part of the bridge of events. Everything's moving as it should be. Old thoughts are getting pushed out. And you've been infiltrating and loving your subconscious with these new intentions, these new inner conversations, which is allowing you to finally be this bridge. These thoughts are a bridge into this new reality that's been waiting for you. Imagine each intention you've ever done, each inner conversation you've ever done is this bridge that's bringing you to this new reality where you and your SP are together. This reality that's been waiting for you because creation is done, creation is finished. And feel your SP holding you right now. Or you could be holding your SP, whatever feels best to you. But feel them inside of you because they're alive inside of you. And feel the calm and joy and relief of knowing that it's here right now. Because in manifesting, there's only the now. Feel the bliss. There's nothing to do. This has always been done, and your whole life has led you to this moment where you know that you're God of your reality, where you know that there's no separation. You and your SP are one. They're alive in you, listening to every thought. They're even helping, guiding you towards your union. And see if you can relax even more into that reality where you two are together right now. And as they hold you or you hold them, notice how the world around you, the 3D world, yes, it's existing, but it can't touch what you feel within. It has no real power unless you decide it does. So feel that stability of just being so empowered, so self-assured that in your inner world, in your own kingdom of heaven, which is within, you're safe, you're secure, you're protected. Nothing can go wrong in your world. These old thoughts can't hurt you. Maybe even imagine spreading this love towards everything in your 3D world, all people, places, things, and see them for what they are. They're just old thoughts. They're harmless. They're all here to love you and help you know that you're God. They're all here to help you bring your manifestation to light. They're all within you. They're all on your side. I like to remind myself that they're all just God or my own awareness of being here to love me, to serve me, to help me realize how powerful I am, to help me realize my own creations. They're all here to support me, to guide me through it. Because everybody's on your side. And hear your own SP encourage you. What would your SP say to you right now to remind you how loved you are? How held you are? How guided you are? What could they say to you right now that would make you feel so good, so calm, so peaceful, blissed out and whole? And what would they say to you to remind you who you really are? God of your reality, Goddess of your reality, where all is well and nothing's gone wrong. And how would you respond back to your person? Right, thanking them for always being there within you to help you stay centered, to help you stay in love, to stay in bliss, to stay in peace. You can even thank your outside world for showing you how powerful you really are, because they helped you remember, right, that you can always come back within. You can always come back to your true power, that there's nothing to be afraid of, ever. This is your world and it's all working out for you. And you're here to mold this into a kingdom of love, and that's what you're doing. And you can't mess it up and you can't do it wrong. So take a few more breaths. Just bathing in this peace and this bliss. Remember, our thoughts create and our emotions attract, right? So this is all very powerful, just to feel good, to feel blissed out, to feel empowered. Remember, because it all happens in the now. When you're with your SP right now, that's all that's real. Nothing can take that from you, and it will get pushed out. You can expect that. It is law. All right, so when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And just trust that that is going to get pushed out. It is law. All right, well, thank you all for joining me today. I hope it was helpful. I intend it was. And if you want some more support, make sure to check out my new course. There's one on self-concept now and speeding up your manifestation, which does include some meditations and a lot of big block-breaking experiences. So I intend that if you're feeling that you need a little bit more guidance and you want to see a little bit more in the results world, that you check that out and it's helpful to you. And then of course, if you want one-on-one coaching, I'm available for that as well. All right, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment your experience, and we're sending so much love and peace to you all. All right, bye.